Come play with us, Daddy.
Oh, unexpected. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. I figured since this is a party, why not start us off with a joke? My mother used to tell me, make sure you chew your food before you swallow it. And I said, well, that's not fair because last time that Bobby down the street came by, he was complimenting on how you swallowed everything whole. Welcome to the 4th annual Cinema Squad Halloween party, everyone. How the fudge we all doing? Oh, that's where we get a good old round of applause. In case you didn't notice, I'm the Joker, but a different version of the Joker. I'm Joaquin Phoenix's Joker this time, so let's have fun with that. But let's not have fun with it alone, because it wouldn't be as fun if I was by myself. Let's bring out the boys. The boys. So, forgive me. I'd like to bring out the squad. Said I'd like to bring out the squad. In case you didn't know, the shit is a musical. Let's go ahead and bring out the lost and the real Shawn.
Yes, Jace. Excuse me, Joker. The Oscar goes to you. Okay.
That was with zero prep time, by the way.
That was a great monologue. You really got the laugh down, my friend.
Thank you.
Gary.
Want to go ahead and just ask you real quick, bud?
Yeah.
How you feeling right now?
You know, I am ready to party. It is Halloween time. It's spooky season, and I'm ready to get down.
I love it. I'm glad I'm not the only one. The clown that gets down does not want to have a frown by being by himself. So this is great. This is great. Plus, you just look like you're ready to party, my man. Like,
absolutely.
I look like instead of this little death stick over here, I need whatever you're smoking.
Absolutely. Also, I am an extra from the film X by Ty West, if you know what I mean.
I knew there was a reason I was getting hard the moment you got on here.
Mm-hmm.
How'd your kids? How'd your wives? All right, everyone. Well, let's keep this party going. We got more to add to this shindig, and you know what? To add some flavor, some spice, a little something nice. How about we get the man of Movies.
Ooh, baby.
Yeah.
I like the sound of that, but I've got to say something. I've got to bring it down just a little bit.
Okay.
Because Joker, are you really Joker? Are you really Joker? Is the Joker really you? Or is this all an act? I guess we'll find out throughout the stream.
Yeah, let me go ahead and spoiler alert. That shit I said in the movie was a lie. I just got paid to say that. I sold out. But I'm still the Joker, bitch.
What is up, everybody? I am happy to be here. Happy to talk some Halloween topics with y'all. It's going to be a fun night.
Yes.
Couldn't have said it better myself, so I'm not even going to try to. John, why you got to speak so well? Why?
I don't know.
Why you got to be so smooth with it all the time, daddy-o?
I don't know.
Is it because you're now a daddy, bro?
I think it's because I'm just Ken. It is a musical after all.
We're just Joker, and with a little bit of Ken, gotta bring in another friend. So let's get the intros going again.
Ooh.
Welcome the Upside Down.
Oh, I like it.
Better than Folly Ado.
Yes. Hey, everyone.
Oh, Dan, you look awfully familiar. Why do I recognize you?
I don't know. I'm at a certain show every Saturday night live, and my girlfriend's a popcorn bucket. So.
Oh.
I knew it. A guy who isn't afraid of the teeth is a man that is got a special place in my heart. It's good. Dan, you happy to be here? You ready to get your Halloween party on?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh, thank goodness. I didn't want it to just be three of us. All right. Well, Anthony, wherever you are out there, my friend,
We love you.
we love you. We miss you. And we hope you can make it. We're not going to rule it out, but we understand that we're going to just, we're going to see how it goes. And with that being said, to get the night going, everybody, what do we think? Should we maybe just get the night going?
That sounds pretty good.
I like that.
And I think the same thing as you. Okay, cool. What's our favorite movies, everybody?
Horror movies.
Horror movies specifically. Thank you, John. Of 2024.
Ooh.
I'm not going to start this off. I don't know why. I just figured I'd say that real quick randomly. Dan, would you mind? I'm sorry. The boyfriend of Popcorn Bucket. Would you be so kind as to start us off?
Yeah. Joker 2 was, Joker 2 script at least was pretty scary bad.
Wait, really quickly
agree.
before we start, are we doing like a list or are we doing just like one, like our favorite horror movie of 2024?
I think that just our favorites, personal favorites.
Or a couple. I don't know.
Let's maybe start with the favorites and then throw in a hodgepodge of ones that we maybe like together.
Let's do it.
All right. So, I if it's a horror, I mean it's a thriller kind of, but Strange Darling. I love Strange Darling. Let me pop open my letterbox to see what's other horror movies I have. But
You have to look at your letterbox to know what your favorite movies are?
Come on, man.
Oh my god.
Jace, I do have a question. Oh, Joker, I have a question, though.
Please, go ahead.
Why do birds suddenly appear every time you are near? Take it away.
I actually don't know the words.
Oh, damn it!
Son of a bitch, I'm so sorry to disappoint. I am so upset with myself.
That would have
right
been the best duet on YouTube.
For some reason, I thought you were going with what the world needs now is love, sweet love.
See, then I wouldn't have known the words for that one, believe it or not.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
What a twist.
twisty, twisty twist.
Ooh. Is
All
that
right,
like
then.
Andy?
So
Hey, yo.
Oddity is one of my favorites of the year, horror movies wise. And What You Wish For, that's a thriller, but I'll call it a horror movie.
Yeah,
Fair.
but why? Why do
Yeah,
you love
come
this
on,
movie?
give
You
us the
got
deets.
you got to go into detail, my friend.
Oddity.
Spill the tea.
Oddity's probably my. Oddity's just so creepy. The atmosphere is like super scary. I don't know. I just felt like I was watching something really scary while watching it.
Wait, which movie?
Oddity.
Oddity. Oh, have you guys seen Oddity?
No, it was like wasn't that in theaters for like a week and then they
Yeah.
just left.
The
Yeah.
Shudder movie.
Oh, okay. No, I haven't.
That's why.
I have not.
No.
But this year for horror, at least from both what I've seen and what I've heard, has been phenomenal. And we say it every year. And I wish we didn't say it every year because I would have reserved it for this year.
I disagree completely.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Wow,
I think
I
this
feel
year
like
has been a lame duck for horror.
for
movies.
horror,
I feel like
really?
there's like a couple of like real standouts that I'm excited to talk about, but like, man, like I don't know. I feel like it's been like one like movie that comes out. It's like, oh, that looks good. The premise is really cool, and then and Bloomhouse just has like just stinker after stinker this year.
What exactly have they done this year, Blumhouse?
They did The Night Swim. They
Right.
did Imaginary.
Uh-huh.
And AI, Afraid.
Afraid.
But Speak No Evil they did, but that's good.
Yeah, Speak No Evil was really good. I enjoyed that movie.
Yeah, I know of Speak No Evil. I guess I'll go.
Yeah.
When we talk horror, what exactly like can it be sci-fi horror? Is that okay?
Of course.
Yeah.
Dude, because I thought Alien Romulus was not only a good movie, but scary.
I knew it.
Yep. It's high up on mine too. Yeah, it's high up on my list too.
Yeah, I thought Alien Romulus was a really, really good one. That's one that surprised me. I actually haven't seen any of the Alien movies. That was the first one that I saw.
You
And
haven't seen any of the Alien movies?
I haven't seen any of the Alien movies, so I went into this completely blind, and I liked it. I liked it a lot. And I'm not sure what the consensus is amongst the fan base, but outside of the fan base, it's a damn good movie.
Mm.
So that would be my favorite horror movie of the year would be Alien Romulus.
Good pick. First, I think what would be really fun is maybe you throw Francis in the mix. You can go ahead and you two watch and you do one of those like first time watching videos. You watch all the Alien movies, right?
Not bad.
But I will
Not
say, you definitely got to at least watch the first two. Like that is
Right.
I mean, the franchise, it would be fun, right, to watch the whole thing. But the first two, a must. First movie, dated a little as far as like how it was made. You could tell it's made from a little bit ago, but my gosh, so much of it still holds up, and it's just an iconic movie. It's really well done, really well done. And the second movie is such a unique evolution of it that takes it in such a different direction. Like it is nowhere near at all the same as the first movie in the coolest of ways. Very unexpected turn. And I think actually, John, what's really funny is, you know how I'll make this quick because I know we've said this actually like a couple times on different streams now. You know how you feel like The Force Awakens is almost a better version of A New Hope?
Yeah.
When you watch the first Alien movie, I guarantee you'll be able to be like, oh, dude, this is like Romulus, but maybe you just like Romulus.
Oh, really? That's funny. That's funny.
It treads a lot of the same territory. I think like Romulus still is its own thing, but it takes a lot from the first Alien.
Gotcha. Yeah, so that would be it. And let's see. There's some ones here like I don't really want to touch on just in case either you or Shawn touch on it. They're pretty big ones. Yeah, I'll skip some of the big ones. Hopefully one of you guys will touch on it, but I'll go to the substance because I don't know if anybody's going to touch on it. But the substance was surprising to me. I didn't necessarily love it like everybody else loved it, but I definitely really enjoyed my time with it. And it's something that I would recommend, not for like a measly little casual watch. It's not one of those movies or anything, but it's definitely a watch. It's a watch. Is it a good watch? It's up to you, but it's a watch nonetheless. And I had a really good time. The third act of The Substance, forget about it, man. My theater was laughing their heads off, and I was the loudest one in the theater. Laughing,
Oh my God.
laughing. It's insane.
So I literally started that movie with like 4 different groups of people behind me that all came in, and no one was left in the theater by the time
They just
that third
left?
act started. Like the last group of people were leaving. Like no one could handle The Substance
It's a
at all.
lot. It's a lot. Yeah,
And when
it's a
I
lot.
finished it, I literally looked back and I was like, I'm literally the only one left in the movie theater. Like people hated it
That
that
is
much,
so
but
funny.
dude, like I respect this movie for its audacity.
Right.
I love that the director just went for it.
Bro.
Do I love it? Like you said, like I don't know if I loved it, but I definitely respect it.
I like that. I like that, Sean. And real quick, and I'll end my turn here. But I had a very, very similar experience with Midsommar when that came out, where people were like leaving the theater.
It's crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
That I can kind of picture after watching Midsommar. I can kind of see it, but my feelings have changed on it though. I remember I first like hated it, and now I don't hate it.
Ooh, interesting.
Changed my mind.
Hate that movie. I don't like that movie at all.
The only thing I still hate, without a doubt, about that movie is the ending. I despise that ending.
Yeah.
Still haven't seen it since I saw it in theaters all those years ago.
What are your thoughts on that movie?
Wow, man. I really got to look, like I've only ever saw it the one time in theaters, and dude, I'm really trying to look back. I didn't hate it like Jace hated it on his first watch. I also wasn't like this, like, oh, but you're not understanding the themes and the messages, and I wasn't like that either. I wasn't like that either. But I feel like there was something there.
Yeah.
I was gravitating towards something, and I gotta watch it again. It's been so long.
Like when people say they hate Hereditary, that's when I take offense.
Crazy.
I'm like, there's so much there. That's such a good horror movie, you know. And then when it comes to Midsommar, I don't know. I feel like Ari Aster started at his masterpiece, and then he's kind of just kept falling.
Yeah, I mean, Beau is Afraid is kind of like comparing apples to oranges, though.
Yeah,
it's so different.
But Beau's pretty cool, right? Like he's a cool guy.
He's all right. He has mommy problems.
I think he was more than all right. Okay.
Okay, Foghorn Leghorn.
You see, now let me tell you one thing about that right there.
Garrett Puddles.
Now don't make me put you up on trial and ask you some questions with your hand on the Bible, okay?
Shawn, you probably haven't seen Joker, but Jace just so perfectly reenacted a scene from Joker right now.
The second one?
Yes.
Nice.
It's actually like one of my favorite scenes of the movie.
Yeah, so you actually have some like good scenes from that movie. You took some good things from that film?
Yes. One thing I will say about that film is even though I feel it disappointed me overall, I do feel that there are some moments, just brief moments, if you will. There was some context within it that had some potential, had a bit of potential for sure.
I agree.
And it's a shame. It's a crying shame that they didn't take that potential and do it justice.
I think what will make Joker feel better is if Shawn goes with his picks.
Ooh. Yeah, that would make me feel better. And a cigarette.
Well, Dan mentioned the movie, but I want to go into more detail about it. Strange Darling. I love this movie. Have you guys seen it?
Missed it. I missed it.
You got to watch it.
Yeah.
Strange Darling like turns the genre on its head. I think it is such a smart movie. The acting is so good. Kyle Gallner is in it, who's in Scream and Smile,
Right.
and he's kind of just becoming like a horror icon kind of right now. But he is so good in this. But the lead actress is beyond. Like her performance is so amazing in this movie, and you just have no idea what's going on. And once you figure out what's going on, it goes balls to the wall, and it's such a cool experience. It's a special little movie. I really like that. And then the other movie, which I'm surprised no one's brought up yet, is Long Legs.
Right. I didn't bring it up on purpose. Yeah.
Yeah, damn.
I know there's like a lot of back and forth, and I think a lot of people did the movie a disservice by saying it's the scariest movie of all time, because it's not. But I think that movie is so, the atmosphere, the way it kind of like creeps up on you is just so good. And I still like, I've watched it twice.
Okay.
And the second time I enjoyed it even more. I really got more out of the ending than I did the first time around. And I don't know, that movie's just, I think it's so well done. I love a good serial killer movie. Nicolas Cage is creepy as hell. So I don't know. I think for me, Long Legs is probably my number one horror of the year. And then I would go Strange Darling.
Nice.
Can you do your best Long Legs impression?
Of Nicolas Cage.
Sure.
How about Jace does it? I couldn't even start with that.
I would need more content. I have purposely tried to stray away since I haven't seen it in its entirety. I got
Mommy, Daddy, unmake me.
Oh,
Oh, Nicolas Cage's Long Legs. Yeah, Long Legs. I didn't mention it on purpose, but I enjoyed Long Legs. I probably don't love it as much as you do, Shawn, but nonetheless, I still really enjoy Long Legs. It's a movie that I have recommended to other people, and I'm excited to rewatch it. It's very creepy. It's very creepy, and it gave me some of the best scares this year. Like,
yeah.
I like Alien Romulus. It's my favorite horror movie. I put quotations, even though it technically is a pure horror movie. But Long Legs really gave me a few. Real quick, I saw Long Legs by myself in an empty movie theater.
Oh
Yes,
God.
completely empty. Completely empty. And so all those creepy scenes, creepy imageries, whatever you want to call it, man, it hit me different. It
Yeah.
hit me different. Especially the I hope this is not a spoiler. I don't think it's a spoiler, but the beginning has one of the best jump scares I've seen in a while.
Yeah.
So good. You know what I'm talking about, right, Shawn?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It just comes out of nowhere, and it's not like a normal jump scare though, and that's what I love about the movie. It's not like
Exactly.
using those tropes, it's just like like what the frick was
Yeah.
that?
Yep. I love it. Yeah, that's a good one.
Nice.
Lisa has a good question. Has anyone seen The Devil's Bath?
God damn, does that sound like a good film or a good title for a film?
I thought you said, man, does that sound like a good time?
It does, actually. A good film and a good time.
No, I've never heard of that. This is the first I've ever heard of this.
It's in my list. I've heard of it.
Okay. Oh,
Do they bathe him in holy water?
Maybe. That
No,
probably
we'll
was.
definitely have to add that to our list as well. Yeah. Before the rubber duckies.
Yes. Eva deserves to be in that top horror category.
Mm-hmm.
Joker, do you have some favorites?
You know, fellas, there's one that I almost forgot about it. And then I was looking up Google, what horror movies came out this year? And you know what it done told me? I don't agree with the title because I don't like being quiet.
Ah,
Oh.
But I thought A Quiet Place, day one, wasn't too bad. Given the ones we've stated already, I feel like that's one of the ones I'd throw up there. To be honest with you, Speak No Evil is undoubtedly above that for me for sure. But I enjoyed A Quiet Place. I thought it was a nice continuation of the franchise. I was completely disappointed at their lack of diving in depth as to what the hell's going on with them aliens. But, because I feel like, why go back to day one if you ain't going to even talk about what was different day one? And then I also feel like it was really weird to the escalation between like the aliens getting there and how quickly they knew to be quiet. So I wish maybe there could have been stuff that was fleshed out more within it, but good time still. Yeah, good time. I just a few complaints. But once again, Speak No Evil, James McAvoy. First of all, whoo, did it. Second
Still
of
have
all,
to see it.
John, I think you'll like that one. Now,
You haven't
I
seen
got
it
it.
yet?
No, I missed it.
What's
Damn.
the other one? Is it it's Dutch?
It's
Yes.
a Dutch, yeah, the original, which came out like 6
2
months
years-
before the remake or whatever.
Yeah, no, I was like 2 years ago. Oh my gosh.
Right.
But yeah, so I really want to see the original one because I know it doesn't end the same. But I still would like to see as far as like the similarities and then of course how it gets so different and everything. But yeah, I did like that one. So yeah, I just wanted to throw A Quiet Place out there for discussion's sake. But I would still put Speak No Evil on top of that, again, just for the record.
Very nice.
I don't know. I was kind of disappointed by A Quiet Place.
Yeah, me too. I was too.
Hey, we're running out of horror movies from the year. No, but I don't blame you. I definitely don't feel as though it was like, let me run home and tell everyone to go see this type of good time.
Right.
Just more like, I can enjoy it for what it is, though. Like, without trying to be over hyperly critical about like the best of the best needing to come out all the time. I just think it was a good time. It was a good time. I liked it.
Yeah.
But disappointing in some respects.
Speak No Evil, on the other hand, I loved. And I thought it was a very good Americanized version of that story.
Lisa asks, which ending did you prefer for Speak No Evil if you've seen both? It's hard. Because I prefer the remake overall.
Yep.
But the ending of the first one's so dark and just not expected, bleak. And then the new one's kind of more of a generic thriller ending. But I don't know.
For me, I liked the ending of the original way better, just because it stuck with me. And the movie as a whole has stuck with me since I've seen it. But like you said, Dan, I think definitely the movie as a whole, the Americanized version of it, the Blumhouse version, is just way more enjoyable. It's more accessible. So I would say the movie as a whole, the new one, but the ending for sure, the original.
Yeah, and the first three quarters of the remake are pretty similar to the first three quarters of the other one. But the new one, it improves on a lot of character stuff and motivations, and I think it improves a lot on it in the first 3 acts. Yeah,
agreed.
Yeah.
Another movie is Late Night with the Devil. That's another really good one. All the way in the beginning of the year.
Yeah, damn, I almost forgot that came out.
Yeah, all the way in the beginning of the year. That was another one. That was my favorite horror movie of the year for a very, very long time. And it's still a damn good movie.
Yeah.
Very creative. Very creative.
Yeah.
Dang, okay, so twice we mentioned I gotta check out that Devil's Bath.
Yeah.
Does he got a dang-a-lang that swing-a-lang?
Dang-a-lang that swing-a-lang.
And
I'll agree with Lisa, not necessarily on the faves part, but I will kind of put a little caveat as I enjoyed Maxine, though I was very disappointed with it.
Yeah, Maxine was a disappointment for
Yeah.
sure.
I was disappointed. I didn't hate Maxine, though. I did not hate Maxine. I had a really good time watching that movie, but I was disappointed by that movie, considering how good X was, how much we really enjoyed Pearl, and the absolute lack of the thematic cohesion in
Yes.
Maxine. It's so weird. It's so weird to me.
The script is all over the place in that movie. It
It's
is
so
so
weird.
jumbled together. Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
no, I don't know. That movie did not work for me at all.
I don't know. I think it's a better version of Scream 3, to be honest.
Really?
I
Well,
think it's a better version of Scream 3.
I'd rather watch Scream 3. I mean, I don't mind Scream 3. I don't know though. Yeah, Maxine was just. Also, it's hard to be Pearl because we saw it. John, Shawn, and I saw it together.
Right.
Yeah.
We're not talking about Don't Worry Darling here, Jace.
That was a sad laugh because I missed out on that movie.
Jeez.
You were on a plane.
That's
Was
true.
that what, when it went down?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah. But I didn't hate Maxine, man. I really did not hate Maxine. I honestly, see Scream 3 and you're gonna be like, oh yeah, this is Maxine.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I still
The
don't
same
think I
way
like
you'll watch
Maxine.
Alien and be
But
like, this is Alien Romulus.
Yeah, this alien. I love it. I was gonna say that. Yo, but I gotta say, the third act of Maxine, I mean, I was almost like the people behind you during Substance. Like I was ready to leave. I was like, what's this?
What?
What's happening?
Yeah.
What's going on?
The end made 0 sense, but like it did make sense.
Right. Like
don't
for me,
know,
like
like-
I love the actual last shot of the movie with not really a big spoiler, but with the head. It's not a
Yeah.
real head. So, but it's with the head, I like the ending there. For anybody that's seen the movie, and maybe I'm kind of preaching to the choir here, but I took it as that's kind of Maxine healing from her trauma. Because in the movie, when she gets that plaster put on her, she almost suffocates. She goes crazy, has this panic attack because she's saying Pearl, right?
Mhm.
And so she can't have the plaster. She like takes everything off. And so to have the head there of Maxine, that means that she finally went through the process to put the
Okay.
plaster on, which means that she's healed. So I actually like the ending scene, just not the third act.
Wow, deep.
Yeah. No, yeah. Now that you've brought that up, I definitely, I almost want to watch it again, even though like I don't have any desire to watch it again. I don't know. The whole movie itself, I just like like it had everything going for it, and then I just felt like it went absolutely nowhere with it. But you're right about that last shot. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Maxine, what you could have been.
Ty
Hey,
West
what you,
together.
what y'all boys think about that Smile movie?
Ooh, I just saw it yesterday.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I haven't reviewed it yet, but I did. I saw Conclave and Smile yesterday.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. Two good movies.
You like both of
dude.
them?
I did.
Dude,
did.
okay, so I just got a chance to recently finally see the first Smile. So now I'm curious. I gotta say, I liked me the first Smile. I didn't ending got redonkulous. Okay?
Oh
love
man,
the
and it
ending.
gets redonkulous in Smile too. Trust me.
I had a feeling. But yeah, I mean, like, not a bad redonkulous. I didn't mind it. You know what? It actually, I feel like it was a overall better executed version of. And help me out here. I'm so sorry. What was the name of that one that came out just a year or so ago? Like Bill Skarsgård, with like the
Barbarian.
Barbarian. Thank you. Oh my gosh. I feel like it was a better executed Barbarian type of film. Because like Barbarian, by the time that got towards the end, I was like, nah, I'm not on board anymore. This one, it was like
on that one.
it just, I don't know why it gave me like similar-ish
Barbarian?
vibes to a certain degree. Not like the movies are the same at all. They're not
Right.
like even close plot-wise or anything like that. But for some reason, I just picked up like similar vibes. And then like, again, towards the end is when I really picked up the vibes of like, hey, this seems like if Barbarian would have did it better, kind of. I don't know.
I think that's a very divisive comment, but I agree with you completely, Jace. Like completely, because Smile to me, I thought was scarier than Barbarian. I thought Smile ended it on a note, like, even though, yes, it was bonkers, I was like, this makes sense. And I felt like it had something to say, even though I know a lot of people don't like what it was saying. But yeah, I don't know. I really like the first Smile, so I'm excited to see the second one.
Same.
But John,
Oh,
yeah,
you
tell
haven't
us
seen
your
it?
thoughts on the second.
Oh,
I
I
haven't seen
thought.
it yet.
Wow. Dan, have you seen it? Okay. I really enjoyed it. I like the first Smile. I do. I like the first Smile a lot. The second Smile, what I really enjoyed is a lot more focused in on the character that, what's her name? Is it Naomi Scott?
Naomi Scott, yeah.
Yeah.
Sky Riley.
Yeah, she plays a character named Sky Riley, and it's really honed in on her. It's arguably a character study on her.
Mm.
And because it's a character study on her, she gives one of the best performances of the year. It's so much acting in that movie that there came a point where, you know, sometimes you're just so invested to a movie, you're not really thinking about, oh, this is great acting, or this is great editing, or this is great cinematography. You kind of invested to the movie. So about halfway through the movie, there was a point where, like, bro, like, she was like just going crazy, and I thought, wait, she's been going crazy for the whole movie. Oh my gosh, she's acting her butt off. She's really acting her butt off. So I was able to, like, take myself out of the movie to appreciate how good she's been doing in the film.
Mhm.
And again, just really fun, really fun. I like the whole pop star aspect of it all, that she's really famous. So how she has to deal with this demonic entity while in the public eye, and how that can affect you. Like, it's so unique. I liked it a lot, honestly. And honestly, man, the ending to the second movie, man, how bonkers, Dan, was that? Great. It's like almost Substance level.
Yeah,
No.
no, I could see that. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
Jesus.
Yep.
yeah, it was crazy. I don't love either of them.
Oh.
I like them. I like the first one, and I liked this one more.
Yeah, I'm with that too, Dan.
Yeah. But yeah, Naomi Scott is so good in this. And I've loved her since, like, Aladdin. She played Jasmine. I didn't see like that Charlie's Angels movie, but no, I've always really liked her. So I'm glad that she has this leading role.
I'm pretty sure she was also the Pink Power Ranger in the
Yeah.
Power Ranger.
She
Man.
was.
Goodness.
Yeah, she
Bringing
was.
it back, man, like 7 years ago.
Darn tootin'. That's right.
Lord.
That's right.
Lord.
Well,
Sorry, real quick before you go on. It is also a great continuation of the first movie.
Yeah.
A great continuation. So the movie starts out, and for anybody whose first time watching Smile is Smile 2, they're going to be confused, because the first scene says 6 days later.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So
Yeah.
right away, it says 6 days
Oh,
later.
that's cool. I like
well,
that.
and without trying to say much, I'm guessing it involves who we leave off with. Obviously.
Wait, Kyle Gallner?
Yeah.
Possibly. Possibly.
Okay. We don't want to go any further.
Yeah.
No spoilers here.
Oh, what's the deal with isn't Jack Nicholson's kid in there?
Oh yeah, he is in there, and he's really
Yeah.
creepy. He's
Yeah?
really creepy. Yeah, he's like a young Jack Nicholson if Jack Nicholson never lost his hair. Like, he just had great hair all his career.
Yeah, he's not in it much, but he's in it. Yeah.
But right, like, he looks like his dad, but with great hair.
Yeah, and he's perfect to be in a creepy Smile movie.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say I've been seeing him on the posters more than anybody else.
That's
There's
true.
a scene, Danny, maybe you'll agree, when they're in a car and he starts to, like, laugh, and it reminds me of Joker, and it's
Yeah,
like, well,
yeah.
because Jack Nicholson was Joker.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, bro, it reminds me just of the Joker. It was Joker.
What's his name? What's the actor's name?
Oh,
Is it Rain or something like that?
Ray? Just Ray?
Ryan? No, I don't,
Ray
He's
Nicholson?
just in the credits as Jack Nicholson's son.
That's how I would want to be known as.
Yeah.
Ray. Yeah, Ray.
Ray Nicholson, yeah.
Okay.
Pretty dope name.
Should have had that on the trivia.
Should have had that on the trivia. Shit. For next year's trivia, see how well we remember this year's stream.
Eric.
That's what happens when you're on a Halloween stream, Eric. You gotta be prepared for the horror movie talk. That's what we're.
Yeah.
Yeah, Eric doesn't like horror movies, does he?
No.
Come on, Eric.
I know if Christopher Nolan directed one, he would like it.
Yeah, probably.
Ooh. I tell you what, I know he would never want to do one, but I bet that'd be cool as hell to see him do a horror movie.
Well, the rumor is his next one might be a 1940s vampire, or
With Holland?
Oh no, I heard it's gonna be like this weird sci-fi thing about a helicopter.
yes, or the helicopter sci-fi thing. It's one of those two.
Talk about two polar.
And apparently, I think it's more proven that it's the helicopter one. But
Yeah.
What the fuck does that even mean about a helicopter?
Yeah, what?
It's like this futuristic dystopian. This is just rumors, and it's also very, very limited details, but some sort of futuristic society and where technology is so advanced, and one of the most advanced weapons is this helicopter. I don't know what exactly it's based on, but Matt Damon and Tom Holland are in the movie. And right now the rumor is that Tom Holland is lead while Matt Damon is like the mentor character. And it's going to be called Helicops.
No.
Just kidding.
okay.
Oh my god. At first I just thought, it was like, is the helicopter the main character?
Was all of that a joke?
No, it was all real except the name.
Because oh my god, I don't know. I want the vampires, Christopher Nolan. I don't want the helicopter.
Or Oppenheimer 2.
My god, this hat is
hard pass on
I'm gonna
that.
take it off. It's hurting my head.
Hey, there you go. Hey.
Dang, he left a mark. You can see how tight it was on me.
Oh,
You feeling all good?
All right.
Feeling better?
Yes, sir.
That's good. Looking nice.
Thanks.
What do we
you guys
think, boys?
Is it trivia time?
Oh, I know it is because Shawn, great
yes.
minds think alike, and we were just about to say the same goddamn thing.
I like that.
I like it too. I said I like it like that. I like it, baby. I like it like that. I like it, baby.
It is a party.
Cheers if you got them.
All right.
Is this, or
We
is
ready?
this water in this newly opened water bottle? You tell me. It's water.
All right. Who has the
It's
questions?
Monday. Trivia.
Oof.
Okay, let me take these off. Jesus. Whoa. Okay, guys. So trivia, horror movie trivia.
Yes.
I'm gonna start with Dan. We're gonna go around. You guys can pick either classic or modern. If you pick classic, that's gonna be movies up until the 1990s. So anything 1989 and before. Those are worth 2 points. And then anything 1990 and after is going to be modern, and that's going to be worth 1 point. Whoever gets to 10 points is the winner of Horror Movie Trivia of 2024. Okay. Are you guys ready?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Let's start. Dan, would you like classic or modern?
I'll do modern.
Okay. Which famous horror movie director? Oh, and by the way, anyone in the chat, please be a part of this. Add your comments who you think it is, and then make sure everyone playing up on the screen right here, you have comments off of your screen, so you're not cheating.
Yeah.
Just
Got
took it
it?
off. Yep.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, so Dan, which famous horror movie director directed a 1999 drama about a music teacher starring Meryl Streep? A. John Carpenter, B. Wes Craven, C. Rob Reiner, or D. M. Night Shyamalama Ding Dong?
M. Night Shyamalan.
Oof.
One of you guys can steal now.
I'll guess Rob Reiner.
Jace, do you want to steal?
Wes Craven.
Yes, Wes Craven is the right answer. It is the one movie he directed that was not a horror film.
That's funny.
What was it
And
called?
Meryl Streep was nominated for Best Actress for that film as well. It's called Music of the Heart.
Wow.
Whoa.
Jace, it took you a
So-
year, but you're finally on the board.
Jace is literally on the board. The first one on the board. Okay. Now, Jace, because you are in the circle, it's now your turn. Do you want to go classic or modern?
You know, I don't really feel as confident about the classic stuff, but I'm gonna go with it anyway. Let's do classic.
Oof.
Ooh, this one's a little difficult.
Son of a bitch.
What is widely considered to be the first horror film ever made?
Oh.
A. The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari. B. The House of the Devil. C. Nosferatu. Or D. Night of the Living Dead.
That first one sounds really interesting, the Cabinet of whatchamacallit, but I'm gonna go with Nosferatu.
I'm gonna steal. I'm gonna steal.
Son of a biscuit!
I'm gonna steal.
Okay, what is it?
House of the Devil.
Yep. John got 2
Yee.
points.
I call
Some history here. Okay. Sorry, Jace.
No.
A long time ago, when I was a freshman in high school, I did a project on horror movies, and I had to research. And so, obviously, part of the research was what was the first horror movie, and it was I don't know if it was Italian or Spanish or whatever, but it translates to House of the Devil.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that it was made in 1898.
Yep. Yeah. It's really old.
Yeah.
What was the title of the
Cabinet.
first one again?
What?
I think you were gonna say, what was the title of the first one
The
again?
Cabinet of Dr. Caligari. That is my favorite silent film of all
That's what I
time.
thought it was. That's what I thought it was.
Yeah, it is such a great movie. Tim Burton, like a lot of his influences come from that film. And that's, I think, from the 20s. So very much so one of the first horror movies as well. So if you chose that, that was a good choice. But
Yeah.
The House of the Devil is the correct answer.
House of the Devil is also, I believe, is a short film. It's really, really short.
Yes.
And it's like there's like this castle looking structure, and there's a bat kind of flying around it. And at one point it goes into the castle and transfigures into, like, is it a witch or something? Or
Mhm.
and the House of the Devil.
Yeah. So that is that. And it's funny because you guys keep taking it, but now, John, you are next in line here. Would you like modern or would you like classic?
Ooh. I think I'm gonna go with classic, and also add a question. What are the
Yeah.
points looking like right now?
Jonathan has 2 points.
Okay.
Jace has 1 point. Dan has 0. And remember, guys, you can always, if someone gets it wrong, make sure you're the first one to jump in and try to
All
take
right.
it. Okay?
Classic though. Classic.
Classic. Let's do it. In Halloween, Michael Myers, as a child, kills his teenage sister. What is her name?
I knew it.
Oh, get the fire, you fuck!
A. Judith. B. Jackie. C. Jessica. D. Jennifer.
Okay. I know it starts with a J.
Yeah, all of those start with J.
I'm surprised. I thought you.
It is Judith Myers.
Yes, it is. John with another 2 points. Okay. So John has 4 points. And Jason's at 1. Dan is at 0. Dan, let's get you on the board, my friend. Modern or classic?
Classic.
Okay. What is the name of the spacecraft the crew is aboard in Alien?
Oh Lord.
Oh,
Get this wrong.
No, give me. are you
Get
not
this
giving-
wrong.
A. Prometheus. B. The Renaissance. C. Corbalin the Fourth. Or D. The Nostromo.
D, the Nostromo.
Yep.
Oh,
I
I would have never gotten that.
I needed the multiple choice because I knew it, but I couldn't remember.
Well done. In Alien Romulus, there are 2 different ships, and those are the Renaissance and the Corbalin, the Fourth. So I tried to get you on that one.
Oh.
Good job, Dan.
Technically,
Okay,
the Nostromo
Jace.
makes an appearance in Romulus, although it makes absolutely no sense after you see the first Alien movie, but I'll leave that at that.
I know. Dude. I know.
Okay, Jace, modern or classic?
Feel like the classic betrayed me, so I'm gonna have to go modern.
Gonna go modern. Okay. What is the highest grossing horror film of all time?
Ooh.
A. It Chapter 1. B. The Sixth Sense. C. I Am Legend. Or D. The Conjuring.
Is I Am Legend is that a horror movie?
I guess.
Considered. With the
Never looked at
creatures
it
and
as such,
everything.
but okay.
Sci-fi horror.
Sure. Damn. I'm really between the first two.
Okay.
I don't feel like, and no disrespect to The Conjuring, I might be underestimating the sheesh out of that, but I don't think that's up there. Oh, The Sixth Sense is just such like an iconic legendary. I feel like, you know what I mean? But I feel like it's built more of a following. I don't know if it's like made the most money. I'm going to go with my fellow clown and hope to everything I'm not losing a point here. It.
You got the point, Jace. It
Hey.
is the highest grossing horror film of all time. It's somewhere like around the 700 million mark that it made.
Wow.
The Sixth Sense is the second highest, and that's in the 600 million mark.
Wow.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'll take
For
it.
1999, that's a lot of money.
Yes, it is.
Wait,
Yeah.
Lisa. Wait,
So
Lisa.
maybe with inflation, it'd be a little bit different.
Lisa, It Chapter 1? There may be some better movies
my-
out there.
I don't know. I feel like It Chapter 1 is so good. I love
Yeah.
it.
The first 8 is so good.
Is
Okay,
it not
guys,
real
so
enough for you,
Right now,
Lisa?
here we are with our scores. We have Jace with 2 points, Dan with 2 points, and John with 4 points.
Ooh. Let's make it 6 points with classic.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh
Okay.
no. Oh no.
Who played Frankenstein's monster in Frankenstein, Bride of Frankenstein, and Son of Frankenstein? A. Lon Chaney Jr., B. Boris Karloff, C. Bela Lugosi, or D. Vincent Price?
Boris Karloff.
Yes. He did it again.
I would just like to thank Universal Studios Horror Makeup Show that I go to every single time I'm at the park for teaching me that.
Nicely done.
Unfair
John.
advantage. Unfair
I
advantage.
feel like John is better at the classics than he is maybe at modern, or maybe he's great at
Which
both.
I'm surprised, but
Which, speaking of which, no more classics for you, John. No more.
you
You're out of
sound like
classics.
Donald
We have to go
Trump.
modern now.
No more classics. Just
No more.
modern.
Okay, you're doing too good. Okay,
You're done. You're
You're doing
done.
the best. As a matter of fact, we've never had a player as good as you. Okay, and we can't have that.
You kind of look like him too.
That may or may not be on purpose. Okay, we're just trying to have the best, greatest live stream. YouTube has never had a live stream quite like this before. Okay,
That's really good.
Oh, that's funny.
Okay, Dan the Man. Classics or modern?
I'm gonna go with modern.
Okay. Who plays Chucky's bride in Bride of Frankenstein?
Got it. Chucky.
Or sorry, Bride of Frankenstein. Bride of Chucky.
What a twist. What a twist.
what a fucking twist right there. Okay, excuse me. Who plays Chucky's bride in Bride of Chucky? Okay. A. Jennifer Aniston. B. Danielle Harris. C. Jamie Lee Curtis. Or D. Jennifer Tilly.
D. Jennifer Tilly.
Well done, my friend.
Very nice.
Very nice.
I bet that Dune bucket's liking that confidence right about now.
Yeah.
It's like, ooh, I'm gonna swoon you with my teeth.
Jace, modern or classic?
I'm not comfortable with how far ahead John is. I like looking at him from behind, but I'd like to be a little bit more on my side. I'm sorry. That wasn't even a joke.
Oh, I thought you were doing that on purpose.
Kind of, and then that just happened. Classic.
Okay.
I already regret it.
In Halloween, Michael Myers' mask is actually a mask of which actor?
Oh, fuck.
A. William Shatner. B. Jack Nicholson. C. Robert Redford. Or D. Gene Hackman.
A. William Shatner.
Well done. Well done.
You did it. You did it, Jace. Jace is 3 for 3.
I know, Jace.
No, wait, didn't I get one wrong?
Did you?
Did I?
No,
No, you haven't.
I don't think
I
so.
don't think so.
Holy crap, what the hell's happening right now?
Okay, so where we are at the scoreboard right now, Jace is at 4 points, John is at 6, and Dan is at 3. Okay,
All
John,
right.
what are we gonna do?
Let's keep risking this classic train right now.
Okay. What is the name of the killer who possesses the doll that becomes Chucky in Child's Play?
Oh shit.
Charles Lee Ray.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Damn, that's good, John.
Just
Thank
pull
you.
his pants down and give him the award already.
Nicely done. I
Thank
feel
you.
like I was too easy on these questions.
I had some hard ones. That was an easier one, but I've had like the Boris Karloff one. I got the House of the Devil.
Yeah. Okay. Dan the Man. Let's do it. Modern or classic?
Classic.
Classic. Okay. Mhm. What was Halloween originally going to be called?
Ooh.
A. The Man in the White Mask. B. Slasher. C. The Myers Slayings. Or D. The Babysitter Murders.
D. The Babysitter Murders.
Yep.
Ooh, you got it.
Well done, Dan.
Kinda glad they didn't do that title.
Yeah. Any of the, even the Man in the White Mask. The Meyer
Yeah.
Murders.
Well, that reminds me too much of The Man in the Iron Mask.
Yeah,
Right.
Leonardo DiCaprio. Great movie, by the way.
that is a great movie. I love that
And
movie.
plus, like,
Underrated.
how weird would it have been? The Babysitter Murders kills. The Babysitter Murders ends.
Yeah.
Babysitters die tonight. Babysitters die.
tonight.
Okay, so Dan is at 5 now.
Uh-huh.
Jace is at 4, and John is at 6. Very
No,
close.
I'm at
very
8.
close.
I think I'm at 8.
2, 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're at 8. Never mind.
Yeah.
Not close. Not close at all. Jace, what are we gonna do?
I feel like unless we were willing to bump the points for modern up to 2, I gotta keep doing classic here.
Okay,
If I
let's
wanna-
bump modern up to 2. Let's do it.
Ooh, getting spicy. It's getting
Let's twist some
spicy.
things up here because I'm running out of classic questions. Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
thank goodness. I was hoping
Spicy.
that'd be the case.
It's getting
All right,
so-
spicy now.
Now that doesn't
Modern is-
guarantee.
Modern is now at 2.
Okay, so
Okay.
yeah, that doesn't guarantee necessarily more success, but I will take those chances and let's do modern.
Okay. Ooh, I like this.
I hope that means I like it too.
Let's see here. What Academy Award-winning actor was in the panned 2000s horror movie Hide and Seek?
Oh wow, that's a
A. Dustin Hoffman, B. Al Pacino, C. Robert De Niro, or D. J.K. Simmons?
some good questions.
Can you use it in a sentence? Can, I don't know, Sarah, do you mind going through the choices one more time?
A. Dustin Hoffman, B. Al Pacino, C. Robert De Niro, or D. J.K. Simmons?
Damn it. That didn't help at all.
Jace, seal.
I'm gonna say Al Pacino likes to hide and seek.
I want to steal it.
Son of a
Okay, Dan, what is it?
Robert De Niro.
Robert De Niro it is.
You got it.
Somebody fact check that in the comments. Somebody fact check that.
It also stars Dakota Fanning, and it's a terrible, terrible horror movie.
Dakota Fanning and Al Pacino are basically the same person. Okay.
So Jace is now at 4 points, John is at 8, and Dan is at 7.
Nice.
Okay, John, what are we gonna choose? Modern or classic?
I think classic hasn't gotten me wrong yet, man. Hasn't steered me wrong yet. So I'm gonna go with classic. Even though they're both 2 points now.
What is the name of the demon that possesses Reagan in The Exorcist?
Oh.
A. Beelzebub, B. Belial, C. Pazuzu, or D. Leviathan?
Pazuzu.
Damn it! Yay!
I did it. Hey, yo, Adrian.
Sean,
Yo,
why does,
Adrian.
Sean, do you want Jason and I to keep going or nah?
That'd be
Yeah,
fun.
no, I'd love to see where you guys get who gets second place.
I'm too busy finding things to throw in anger.
So John is the winner of 2024's Trivia Challenge.
I did it, Adrian. I made up for my loss last year.
Okay. Dan, modern or classic?
I'll do modern.
Who directed the surprise hit It Follows in 2014? A. Mark Romanek, B. David Robert Mitchell, C. Robert Eggers, or D. John Cameron Mitchell?
Oh shoot! I thought you giving the multiple choice would have made me get it because I like that movie. Can you say the multiple choice again?
Yes. A. Mark Romanek, B. David Robert Mitchell, C. Robert Eggers, or D. John Cameron Mitchell?
I'm gonna say B.
David Robert Mitchell it is.
Oh really? Okay.
Hey.
I thought it was a more known director that I would have like recognized.
Very indie director. Okay, so Dan is at 9. Jace.
Oh, Jace is at what?
Jace is at 4.
Oh jeez.
Whoa, really? I thought you were more than that.
Sadly, even if I think you take the one modern question I got right, that only gets me up to 5, even if we consider that 2 points.
Well, we're still doing 2 points for modern. So, Jace, it's up to you now. Let's
Okay.
keep your name on the board. for the
Okay.
silver.
Okay.
What would you like to do? Modern or classic?
Dan, I'm gonna need you to calm all the way down. Stop getting so excited over there. Modern.
Modern.
Yeah.
Why did Jigsaw choose to target Amanda in Saw?
Cause she a bitch.
A, she was addicted to drugs. B, she cheated on her husband. C, she was a neglectful mother. Or D, she had an alcohol addiction.
Oh,
That was funny.
why'd you have to throw the last one in there? I'm gonna stick with drugs. I think it was drugs. Wasn't it drugs?
Let's go do some drugs.
Oh,
Hey.
hey,
The
Jigsaw.
only time drugs steered you in the right direction.
Yep.
And if that isn't a sign to do more drugs, who knows? Who knows what is? All the drugs, everybody.
So now, Jace, you are at 6. Dan is at 9. If Dan gets this, he gets the silver medal. Dan, what are you gonna do? Modern or classic?
I do modern.
Okay.
In Barbie, who plays Ken? Ryan Gosling. Yeah. I would.
You would. Which city were Alex and his classmates flying to in the original Final Destination?
Wow.
A, Paris, B, New York City, C, Chicago, or D, London?
Paris.
Yes, it is, my friend.
Oh,
I actually know that because of the 5th one. Because that's where they were going.
Yep. They bring it back.
Yep. I love the 5th one.
yeah,
I
me
like
too.
the ending of the 5th one.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so the winner is John. Silver medal goes to Dan the Man, and bronze goes to our host, the Joker.
Our host with the most.
Mhm.
You know, I'd like to thank John and Dan for this loss. It hurts more than you know, and I was.
It's fitting.
It's fitting. It's I thought my life was a joke, but apparently it's a tragedy.
Oh.
Oh my God, that felt good. All right. How about we go ahead and everybody, congratulations, John. I'm so happy for you. Dan, I thought if you loved me, you would have got your last question wrong, but I see how it is. So we're gonna go ahead and keep this show on the road, Murray. Okay. Okay. We're gonna go ahead, keep this moving. Because I am right. Trivia is all cool, all good. We should maybe rank some things.
Let's
do it.
What the world needs now is tier rankings of the horror franchises that you grew up with.
Very nice.
That's exactly what we're doing right now, everybody. It's time to go ahead and play everybody's favorite show. It is Rank Them Franchises.
So we're not doing all of these.
No.
Every single motherfucking movie on this list, we about to rank them.
Oh, brother, I am ready. Yes, the gingerbread man.
Let's start with
F tier.
Insidious. Let's start with
So
Insidious.
how many tiers do we have here?
Right.
So we have S, which is the best. A, B, C. Wait, so let me see. 1, 2.
Oh my
3.
God, take out E. I hate E.
Yeah, why is E there? Make
Yeah,
it
why
go
is-
away.
Delete, bro.
I mean,
There
don't
we
know,
go.
don't remember.
Right, that's a good one though. We can
delete it?
delete it. Yeah, we can delete it. It's fine.
Because we're gonna do ones that we know.
Most of them are going to be in don't know, don't remember anyway.
So So we'll start with Insidious. Do you think it's a top
And I would
tier?
like to preface this before we do anything. I know that some of these films, like the first one is like absolute classic, and we're gonna have this kind of urge to just give something like, I don't know, Nightmare on Elm Street just S tier. But we're not ranking a Nightmare on Elm Street. We're ranking the franchise. So let's keep that in mind.
Thank you for saying that, John.
Yes.
All right. So what do we think about Insidious?
How many movies are in
There's
the Insidious franchise?
4
Like
or
5? I think it's 5.
5
I think
now?
it's 5 now with the red door.
Yeah.
That was the last one, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Where they brought back Patrick Wilson in them.
And he directed it. Yeah.
Who directed it? Yeah,
And Brooks Byrne was barely in it, but yeah, she was in it. But
which was annoying.
Yeah, I've heard some mixed things.
Yeah.
So the first one, this is one of those things. I feel like the first one is so good.
Yeah.
And then the second one was not as good. And then the quality keeps dipping as it goes.
Yes.
The first
So
two are
for
the
me,
most
it's like-
memorable.
I would say like C tier.
Yeah, I think I would say it too.
I would say C with them as well.
I don't even think I've seen the what's it called, the fifth key or whatever. I don't know.
The fourth key or the last key.
The last
ghost
key.
Oh, the last key. Yeah, no, I don't know.
So I would say C. Jace, what would you say?
Yeah, because I can't find myself putting it higher as where I was leaning in the first place. So let's go with our guts. Put it up in C.
I like that.
All right. Next, we have the Nightmare on Elm Street.
Wow.
Now, talk about some hits. Talk about some misses, boys.
And talk about some all-out disasters.
Yeah. You know, it's funny. I feel like all the top franchises, we could have took that clip and it would have applied to all of them.
Except
Right.
This
So
one's hard.
A Nightmare on Elm Street. Here's the thing, man. I have a very, very, very soft spot for that entire franchise. I remember buying the DVDs. My dad bought me the DVDs, and I used to watch them with my sister all the time. I mean, on repeat, because my dad, when we had to go stay with him, he didn't have cable. So all we had were movies. And when he bought me the DVDs for Nightmare on Elm Street, the whole franchise, I mean, me and my sister were just on repeat, watching those, like 8, 9 movies, maybe it is. So, man, there's such a soft spot there. But the movie reviewer in me knows that some of them are dog doo-doo. Okay? But even then, it's dog doo-doo that I see with, like, glitter.
That's fair.
Like Freddy's Dead, horrible movie. I love it because it's so
What's
bad.
the one that's like all meta?
Oh, New Nightmare.
The new Nightmare, yeah.
The New Nightmare. It came out like 2 years before Scream.
Oh.
Whoa.
Yeah. It was like proto Scream for Wes
The
Craven.
New Nightmare, I think, is kind of interesting. I kind of like that they went in that direction.
I agree.
But I just watched the first one for the first time last Halloween. And I didn't love it.
Wow, Shawn, that's crazy to me.
Yeah, I don't love it either.
I adore that movie. It's the reason why I wanted to get into movies.
Really?
Nightmare on Elm Street is the reason why I wanted to get into movies.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I adore that film.
Shawn does not approve.
No. I mean, I understand why
like-
people do. There's a lot of really cool effects that I feel like have been copied throughout the years. And maybe if you watched it, like it's from the 80s, right?
Yeah, 84.
I feel like if you watched it right when it came out in the 80s, it would have been like mind blowing. But like watching it for the first time now after seeing so many horror movies in my life, I don't know. It didn't really resonate with me.
Oh man, I disagree, but I love you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the first one is an absolute classic for many people. The second one, Freddy's Revenge or something like that, I
Mm.
don't necessarily like it, but it's actually gained a cult following because there's a lot of gay undertones in that movie. And
Oh,
so some people consider it an LGBTQ film.
is that
I
the one
wouldn't
with
go
Johnny
that
Depp?
far. It's like it's very undertones, you know?
Yeah, it's
Immediate
underdog.
S tier for Dan.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't love that one either. I liked it.
And then the third one is like cult classic. It's like some people's favorite out of the whole franchise, Dream Warriors.
Dream Warriors, yeah.
It's the one where it finally understood what it wanted to be, like a little bit of horror, a little bit of comedy, a little bit of
Mhm.
cheese. It's like these kids that Freddy's kind of messing with them, and so they have to all go into the dream world like Avengers style to defeat him.
Okay, I feel like I need to watch that one because I feel like that is going to be more up my alley.
Maybe.
Yeah.
The fourth one is called Dream Master, which I don't even remember that one too much. I think that's the most forgettable one. Fifth one is called Dream Child. I think that one is actually just straight out bad. After Dream Child is Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare, which some people think is the worst of the worst, but I have a soft spot for it because it's bad. It has Freddy killing somebody by playing them in a video game.
Oh,
Yeah, and it's about like Freddy's child, like Freddy, I think his daughter or something like that.
What?
Yeah, and then years later we get Wes Craven's New Nightmare, which is the one that Shawn mentioned, which is the meta one, which is I think is really good. I call it Proto Scream because it was directed by Wes Craven like 3 years before Scream.
so it was kind of like building up to what he did in Scream, which we all
Exactly.
know is a great franchise.
Exactly. And then after that, we go all the way to the 2000s with Freddy versus Jason. I'm sure all of us have seen that.
Yes.
I
I've seen the first
love Freddy vs. Jason.
Well, there you go. And then if you want to include the remake with Jackie Earl Haley, and that's it. That's all we got.
Caliban.
Gag.
So what do you guys want?
Okay. So we're basing this, by the way, strictly on the quality of the films, not the iconicness of them, right? This is not so much the social impact that they've had, or following that they built.
Yeah,
This is just
I guess
strictly
it's
how good the films are.
our opinions, I guess.
Yeah, it's a mix of everything, I feel like.
Yeah.
Well, because
I
I
don't
feel like I could rank them very differently depending. Like if you were to ask me like how much of a cultural impact that it's had, that's S tier for sure. But if you were just strictly be like, how good are all of these movies?
Right.
I don't know. I feel like we have to just put everything into perspective into this, And like as a whole, I think speaking of like John going through all of them, I feel like there's a couple of like real standouts there, even though I haven't seen the Dream Warriors. And the first one's a classic, a huge cultural impact. Then Wes Craven came back and did something different with
Right.
the New Nightmare. I feel like maybe B, but that's also me coming from a place of I didn't love the original.
Right. I think B's okay because I probably give it an A myself, but for the sake of like you didn't like the original like everybody else does, and then this, that, and the other, I think it's only fair.
So
I
B.
kinda-
I'd kind of put just because of like I feel like it's so damn iconic. I feel like if we're talking about if you bring up, I feel like even people that aren't horror fans, you say,
Oh yeah, they know.
So that's the only reason why personally I might try to inch it towards A, but I'm open.
Ooh.
But I'm open.
Up to Dan.
So I'm probably with Shawn. Well, I've seen the first two, the remake and Freddy vs. Jason, and New Nightmare. I would probably put a B.
Okay.
Well, based on
So two
average,
versus two.
yep, I was gonna say based on average general consensus there, it
feel
is
like-
a B.
John should make the decision as someone who's seen all of them.
Yeah.
No, see, because the thing is, like, I have a special place that maybe not a lot of people hold it there, right? So like mine would be high for that.
But don't you
To be
think we
fair.
gotta say a lot of people might, like I think a lot of people
I
do.
feel like we should do A.
Okay. Anthony, if you're in the chat, what do you think? Because I know Anthony's seen them all too.
I know Anthony is in the chat. What is he saying?
Yeah, let's see what Anthony says. A or B, Anthony?
A or B, Anthony? Give it to us.
Give me that
He likes
A.
the Dream Master, he says.
Give me that A, B.
Also, Anthony, can you feel the love tonight?
Anthony said A.
Is
No,
it
that wasn't
Anthony?
Anthony.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, there.
he said A.
Yep, there's
Yeah, he
Anthony.
did say A. All right, A, it stays.
And then all right. Next, this one's more of a joke, but the Human Centipede.
F
We haven't seen them.
F tier. It's the worst shit to exist. Fuck those movies. I hate the first one. I hate it.
So do we
I
want to?
I don't think that's a good franchise, man.
No.
Yeah, no. I put it in as a joke. Yeah, So we put.
No,
it
I
in
got you. Yeah, I think I'd go
I've
F.
seen the first one and half of the second one, and it is pure filth.
Yep.
So that's
It exists for a reason, but the reason is still an F reason.
Right.
I've never gotten so like angry at the end of a movie. Like when the first one ended, I was like, not only did you waste my time, but I despise you for doing that to me.
Yeah.
Why did I have to watch that? What was that? And I mean, to be fair,
Oh my
I
god.
could have turned it off at any point in time. Man, don't know why I didn't. Was with other people.
I
I'll
feel
blame
that.
them.
Yeah.
next.
Yep.
We have Halloween.
Oh my god, that's a tough one because I actually haven't seen all the Halloween movies.
I haven't either. I've seen 1 and 2, and then the new ones.
I've seen all of them except for whatever the last one of the first continuity is, or Halloween 8 or whatever it is, Resurrection or whatever that's called. I have not seen that one, but I've seen all the other ones. It's tough because I love the original and 2018. I have fun with Halloween Kills. We do not talk about Halloween Ends, and I don't know. It's hard.
I say it's S tier for me.
The whole
think
franchise, really.
the original is so good. I think the second one is super underrated. I think, but then I haven't seen any of the ones in between. But then there's the David Gordon Green, the first one, which was so good. I haven't seen any of the Rob Zombies.
I saw
But Halloween Kills was a guilty pleasure. And then the third one, like you said, was terrible. So maybe not S.
Maybe A.
I would go A.
Yeah, I would definitely go A. I wouldn't go any lower than A though for Halloween.
Me neither. Yeah.
I'd go A.
I think I'm right there with you, Dan, as far as all the ones I've seen. I don't believe I've seen Resurrection, but I know I've seen all the other ones. I feel like the Rob Zombie ones, they're not everybody's cup of tea. The second one is not my cup of tea at all. I think the second one is like ridiculous and it just is weird. But the first one, I'm sorry, I actually really like Rob Zombie's first one. It's like very, it's very excessive language. You know what I mean? Like
very grungy and gritty and very like
Rob
disturbingly real.
Right, to the point where it's like you could easily argue, like, all right, was that necessary? But if you can manage to kind of just look past that part, as far as just an actual like remaking of Halloween, I really like it. It's brutal, it's dark. And then it's interesting, right? Because when you consider the rest of the franchise, this is one of the only franchises that has 3 Halloween 2s, like or second movies, if you will. Well, right, because there's the original sequel, which I actually don't. I think the original sequel's not too bad. Then there's the 2018 one, which is like taken place of that as the official sequel, I guess, if you will. Which I love that one. And then again, the only crappy one is Rob Zombie's second one, which that one was silly. But anyway, overall, I agree. I think it's hard for me to not have a blast with this franchise. It'd feel weird, honestly, to put it anywhere below A. So. I could see why it maybe doesn't reach S. It's funny because at this point now I'm wondering what does, but I think A is more than fair.
Oh, I have one that's gonna reach us, and I think John will agree. Hopefully. But yeah.
Barbie's not a horror franchise, Dan.
To
Wait,
you,
do we
maybe.
want to do like, or we don't want to like put it in order? Like, I'm not gonna put Halloween in front of or.
No.
Well,
No.
maybe we'll maybe we'll do that later. I don't know.
All right, so next is The Evil Dead.
Bro, that's a classic.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Big.
Banger after banger, I feel.
so I
Army
don't
of
know.
Darkness is great. The first one I don't love.
The
new
remake,
one by Fede Alvarez I think is fantastic.
yeah.
Yeah, so
Evil
I
Dead
love-
Rise.
So I love
Evil
the
Dead
remake.
Rise was so good. Oh,
Mhm.
it's
I
either,
think it's
either
banger
A or
after
B for me.
banger. I think it's A for me.
Do
What do
you,
you think, Sean? Because I don't actually love the first three. I like the remake and Evil
like
Dead
Army.
Rise better than any of the other three.
But it's also so iconic, man. Like whenever you go to conventions, how many
Yeah.
people are dressed as Ash?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I say A.
I'm gonna say A.
I know I was saying B at first, but then all you jokers had to be talking all your logic.
The Joker is me.
I also think like the Evil Dead, these new movies that they've done, like the two most recent ones,
Yeah.
are so damn good.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like I think like they've kept this alive, and like John said, it's like banger after banger. There's not really a weak one in the bunch. Maybe the second one people would consider as the weakest.
Hmm.
But
Third one's the weakest for me. But yeah.
really, Army of Darkness.
Yeah,
That's like
too
that's a
easy.
cult. That's a cult
different.
classic. You'll have
Yeah,
people
That
trying
one
to
was really
take your
fun.
head for that.
Yeah. Evil Dead Rise is probably my favorite.
I know the
But yeah.
monster in that thing. It's like, what that mouth do?
Yeah.
I would say
Dan
A.
knows what I'm talking about. He likes some teeth.
I think
Yeah,
A.
he does.
Jace, do you like A? Do you think A is good?
Huh. Yeah, because considering quality, again, as we're saying, John brought up, like you consider any like con of some kind, like a horror con franchise, all that type of stuff, like or you just conventions, I mean, like that, and what franchises are seen at the conventions. It's like always one of the ones. I feel like it's for some reason a little under the radar, below like a Halloween or Nightmare on Elm Street, but like it's got such a huge, I don't know if it's fair to call it cult following, but like, cult following. And son of a biscuit, I think we're gonna go A.
Mhm.
A.
A.
I think so.
Next is Friday the 13th, and to me, honestly, D or F. If we're talking about
Wow.
franchise wise, Jason. If
I would agree. I would say D just because of its cult status and how many there are, but are any of them good?
No, I don't even like the first one that much. It's Jason that I like. It's Jason that's cool.
I could be wrong, but isn't Friday the 13th that one horror franchise that started the whole trope of 1,000 sequels? Whenever you think about horror sequels,
Yeah.
Maybe
I could be
yeah.
wrong, but I think it's Friday the 13th that they're just like, oh, let's just make movie after movie after movie after movie after movie after movie.
I would say yeah.
Well, then that almost in itself deserves a little bit of a bump up.
That's why I go D.
Yeah, that's why I go D too.
Jesus. I mean, I'm not going to argue. The movies aren't exactly bangers. The first one, it's weird. I don't even like considering the first movie just because it's like so not about Jason and you're right, Dan. It's just Jason that's cool about the franchise. And again, that's the reason why it's like, all right, the first movie can politely just kick rocks. I don't know if you were to ask me, like, then what's a good Friday the 13th movie? Like, what's the best one? Guess what? Great question. I don't know.
The remake. Was
I don't know.
Yeah, the remake.
I don't know.
The remake was enjoyable. I like that. I actually felt like that could have been a nice little revamp.
Man, but I don't know if I can go. I don't know if I can do D.
I can't do D.
Okay, maybe C.
Maybe
Just
C.
'cause
Yeah,
of
I think I
cultural
can.
impact.
I can
Yeah,
probably do C.
If we got to meet in the middle, let's at least go C. Let's at least. It's Friday the 13th.
Yeah,
All right.
Dan. All right.
So I have it in there. I know it's really only 3 movies, like
The
It's chapter
miniseries and
one.
the 2.
yeah. If it was just a chapter 1, which it wouldn't be on here, then it'd be S for me. But it's not just a chapter 1.
It's immediate S tier because it's a clown.
I say B for me because It Chapter 1 is amazing. The miniseries is amazing. I also really like
agree.
the second one. I think the second one's good. It just, the book, the second part of the book is not as good as the first.
Yeah.
So they're working with what they got, and I think they did a good job with what they had.
Yeah, I don't mind B either. Yeah, I don't mind B.
I think B for
I don't
me
mind B.
is
Yeah, I
good.
don't mind. I don't mind it. Yeah, I don't mind B.
Yeah, that was well said, Sean. Because I agree. I do like the second one. Exactly. Just you put it very well. It's tough. It's very tough to interpret that book correctly. I shouldn't say interpret it. Adapt it. I'm sorry. That's the word I'm looking. It's tough to adapt it correctly because of how freaking odd it gets.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, the casting in that movie, who they cast in those roles to play the older versions of the younger kids, I think is like some of the best casting in any movie ever.
Right.
It's funny, Sean, because I think the 2 A-listers are they're still good, but they're the worst casting of the adults. They're still
I
great.
see what you're saying. It's still great casting though. I
Yeah.
Who are you talking about?
Jessica Chastain and James McAvoy.
I knew you were going to say James McAvoy.
Yeah. James McAvoy is just so damn good in whatever he does, though. So
I know.
Yeah.
give him that. Same thing with Jessica Chastain. So
Yeah. So next one is Lisa's favorite, Saw.
Oof.
A
Saw.
or S. A or S.
What? No,
I
but
will
what
not.
about every
I
film?
will not go down any further.
Nah,
about
man. I
14?
can't. Y'all call me the Saw guy for no reason because I don't like those movies.
Saw.
A or S.
I can't.
What?
I can't.
I
Okay,
think
Saw
this is-
guy. Get it together.
That's what I'm saying. That you guys call me that for no reason because I don't like those movies.
That was like the last thing you did on YouTube, huh? Like it was literally that's what did you hit. Like
You're
you
right.
did all the Saw movies and you're like, I'm done.
I'm
Mic
done.
drop.
This ain't for me.
The Saw franchise, as it continued, reminds me of like a game show franchise that was like every time their new season came, they're like, we have to step it up more than last time. But it feels more just like an event that you're witnessing as opposed to a movie per se all the time. With the
Man.
exception of the first and I guess the second one.
And the third. I love the third one.
Yeah, I
Man,
guess
take or throw my stuff away. But I'm at a C. We're too little. I have no idea who did that. I'm gonna guess it was Shawn.
1, 2, or 3, or 1, 2, and 3, and the newest one. Like it you gotta at least go to A.
No, I can't. Like I said, you can take my opinion, you can throw it away. That's fine. But my opinion is C.
Throw it away. I
Wait,
respect your opinion.
Jace, let's see what you
What
say.
What do you guys say?
Because I did follow along with these for a while. Like this was a thing that like I as stupid as I thought some of them were, I kept getting like really into them. So I want to at least at the minimum go a B. But I can't knock Shawn entirely for wanting to like maybe try and get it to A, because you know, again, if we're taking into consideration not just the movies, but then like the cultural impact and the significance it's had, like, you know, that doll, and then the whole like, do you want to play a game? You know, like that's become such a thing. You know, it's like so damn.
It's just so iconic. It's cultural impact. Out of all the modern horror film franchises of the last 20 years, this is the one that is the most prevalent. It has 10 movies going on 11. I don't know.
Oh
I just feel like If John wants to go C, I'll go B, but that's the lowest I'm going on this.
What about Dan?
Anthony, I also want to hear what you're gonna like. What would you rate this if you?
Yeah.
But
Yeah, Anthony just said, "Wow."
yeah, I know. Me, it's hard because I like when I think about marathoning them. I'm like, oh, that sounds so like a vibe. I guess is what. Like it just sounds so cool to marathon them, but then a lot of them are not that great. And
I will agree. Definitely, like 4, 5. No, is it 5? 4, 6, and 7.
I haven't seen a worse movie in my life probably than Saw 3D.
Yeah, that was terrible.
7 was bad.
That one is absolutely horrible.
So Shawn, 6 is actually the one of the newer ones that people like. I don't know why.
What's the one with the carousel?
6.
Yeah.
That one is cool.
Yeah.
That one is the better of those newer ones, but yeah.
So 4, 5, and 7 are not good, in my opinion.
And then if you want to, I mean, I like Spiral. I like Jigsaw. I'm in the minority liking Jigsaw.
Spiral.
I wouldn't go below B, definitely. And I would want to put an A almost. Just how iconic it is, but
yeah,
B is the lowest I'll go, I think.
Sounds like B's the consensus here.
Anthony won't give an answer because he can't recall them.
Okay, yeah. So
I guess B.
Sounds like B.
B.
That's a hard pill to swallow.
It is. Now
Same, but on the opposite end.
That's right. That pill is having a rough time going up John's ass.
All right, so here's my S tier one, Scream. That's S tier for me.
Yeah,
I would say B.
Well, I'm not surprised. Shawn's kind of made it clear, like it's not his number one thing.
I'm also gonna. Oh, gee.
I'm with Dan. I'm an S for Scream. I've always said that they have a perfect batting average, even though
the third one is
Scream. Yeah, even though Scream 3, they got 2 strikes. They were close of getting that third one, that third strike. They were close, but they got it.
So I was hesitant initially to give like my honest answer because personally speaking, my honest answer is also S. But however, the reason I held off for a second is because John, the same way you mentioned about like more of a personal attachment to the Nightmare on Elm Street, I feel that way too for different reasons, but I feel that way towards Scream. Scream was the first movie to completely scare the shit out of me. Like it was, I remember being a little kid watching it with my older brother and like knowing I shouldn't be watching it. And he's like, nah, it's fine. And his girlfriend was like, you're gonna let him watch this? And yeah, and it was one of those like during it, I was like, oh, cool. And as soon as it was done, do you guys remember being kids and thinking to yourself, when I turn the light off from the bathroom, I have 10 seconds to run to the couch.
Yes.
He's gonna run out and kill me. Like,
yeah.
That movie made me think that stuff first ever before anything else. And then funny enough, guys, just as a little side note, I was then Ghostface for Halloween like a bunch of years, but every time as soon as Halloween was done, like I'd make my mom hide the costume because I couldn't fucking see it. It would scare the hell out of me.
That is so funny. And same, like I wasn't necessarily scared, but I was also Ghostface for so many years. It is the Halloween costume.
Yeah. And the new movies, even though the newest one I thought didn't utilize New York well enough, I still really like the newest ones. I don't know. Okay, A.
Where are you, Jace? Because if I'm S and Dan's S,
I gotta stick. I'm sticking with my gut. My inner core feels S because of how much of the attachment, and then also as well as I feel about the movies. Again, as we keep saying, cultural impact.
Yeah,
I
like,
keep
the icon. It's the Halloween icon more than Michael Myers.
yeah, I know. You see that mask, you know. Yeah.
So S.
Sure.
Yeah, I think it's S.
Whoo, buddy, we got our first S.
And we got Saw at B.
Oh, Scream is.
Sean's about to have an aneurysm.
So next is another kind of joke one because it was in there, but Scary Movie.
That's funny.
What do we think of
Yeah.
Scary Movie?
For me, at least, I put in that little empty area called D. I think the first Scary Movie is so good, man. I
It's
think
so
it's
funny.
bro, it's perfect. It's like people think it's Scream. It's not. It's Scary Movie, right? Like
Yeah.
people when they think of Scream, oh yeah, the one with the ghosts and the funny and they mention scenes from Scary Movie. You're like, no, what's that? That's a different movie. That's not Scream. They're like, really? Yes. So the first one's good. I enjoy the second one. The third one, it keeps getting worse.
Worse and worse and worse, yeah.
Right.
The third one's my favorite.
Really?
what?
No, not mine.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh no.
The first one is a class. I don't know. The first one I think is one of the funniest movies ever made.
Right. I think the first one is a classic, man. Like that's a classic. The
Yeah.
second one, it's like The Exorcist, Haunted House, like Poltergeist. That's a funny one. I like that one. The third one, I didn't really care about the third one, but I don't hate the third one. I had good laughs with the third one. You know, it's like The Ring and all that.
Yeah.
But it gets worse, guys. Like the fourth movie I thought was trash. And that's the one with Saw and War of the Worlds, which is what. And then is it? How many other ones are there? Aren't the rest like straight to DVD?
There's a fifth one, but that was all. No, the fifth one I think was
5.
and now they're rebooting it. So
I think the strength of the first movie brings it to a D for me.
I agree. But D, that's it.
Yeah, and I would only feel the way because I feel the way about the first two. Like I don't know actually. I don't know if I like it as much, but it just like resonates with me. I remember watching so many times growing up. So yeah, the first two I love so much. But the problem is like you can, even if you don't really know filmmaking well, I feel like it's easy to tell that the first two are made by different people. Like it's so noticeable that the Wayans.
Right, the first two were the Wayans brothers, right?
Yeah.
Yep. And then they didn't. There was not a part like that they had at whatsoever past that point. And again, I feel like you could tell they just feel like different movies. And so I've never seen these two movies, so I don't even know if they're good. I haven't heard the greatest of things about them. But do you guys know how the Wayans brothers did the movies called? There was Haunted House and then Haunted House.
I heard they were.
I've only seen the first Haunted House.
I haven't seen it.
And see, that's the thing is, I haven't heard good things about them. However, I feel like in spirit, those are the true like Scary Movie 3 and Scary Movie 4 because they're made by the Wayans.
I get that. I get that. I get that.
And it's like the same premise.
Seen them in like 14 years.
Right. But D it is, boys.
Yeah,
D.
It is. Just to let you guys know, I have like 10% left on my phone right now.
Oh,
where's your charger, fool?
I was about to say that I gotta head out. I was gonna I put it in the chat that I'm heading out after Scary Movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Should we do like one or two more and then let's bounce?
Yeah, or well, John, you can if you don't want to stay.
Yeah,
I gotta bounce. I'll watch the end, but I gotta bounce.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah. So don't want to just leave. Want to say that I love you guys and I love all you guys watching.
Yes,
this is always a good time, man. Always a good time. Just a couple of guys being bros, doing dude stuff. Love it. And it's Halloween. Come on now. So again, a great time. We'll be rewatching this tomorrow. Just had a great time. Love the Halloween parties. And the next big event is the Rubber Duckies, believe it or not. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, so that one's gonna be good. But my friends on screen and my friends watching, thank you for watching, and I love y'all, and we will see each other soon.
Bye, John.
See you guys.
Bye, John.
Miss you.
It's already not the same.
Sad day.
So do you guys still want to pick just a couple more?
I do. Is Terrifier on here?
No, because this was last updated 2020. So we could
dang.
Let's put. Do you want to put something in for Terrifier? Or can I add? Let me see if I can add one. I don't think I can add one though. No.
I don't
Oh,
know.
and-
I would put Terrifier on the A tier.
Yeah, I would put it up on the A tier. I think. Yeah, because Art the Clown is just so iconic already, and I love him.
What about you, Jace?
As far as Terrifier, so I got to still catch up on some of it, but I'm going
Uh-huh.
to go strictly off of what I have seen, okay? And what I like, just how I think the character is really, really cool and did a great job of, holy hell, man. You talk about like making an impact. I
Yes.
cannot get over the fact that he's already in the same discussions with people as Jason and Freddy and Michael and all that type of stuff, and that's nuts. Like that, that right there just shows if you're in the same discussions as the legends, if you will, it's made a big impact. So yeah, across the board, and I just know that like there's nothing but good things said about the newest one. And that the franchise seems to be going strong. The guy was talking about Damien Leone, the director, was talking about the 4th and the 5th one already. So yeah, I would throw it up on A.
Yep.
We'll do Terror Tunes as Terrifier.
That works. That works. Yeah.
Yeah, no, Art the Clown is iconic already. Those movies are doing something so different that nothing else is doing, using completely practical or like 90% practical effects. And it's so gory, it's so outrageous. I enjoy those movies and I can't wait for more. So A for me.
Yeah. Oh, what the heck?
What the hell's the Hitcher doing on there?
I know it added Hitcher. What the heck?
What the fuck is Shake, Rattle, Roll?
I have no idea. And some of these have one movie in them or two.
Yeah, they're ridiculous.
Yeah, is there seriously Attack of the Killer Tomatoes? Hold on.
Wait, let me. So Terror Tunes will be Terrifier.
Okay. Is there
Is
any
next-
other ones that we want to do that are
So from The Purge to A Quiet Place are the ones I plan to do. Does anyone want to do one or two of those?
Texas Chainsaw. We got to do Texas Chainsaw.
Texas Chainsaw?
All right, so Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
So
I've actually only seen. I think I've seen the first one. I've seen one of the prequels, and I think I've seen the remake. And the new one that's on Netflix.
I think the first one is the scariest movie ever.
Yeah, the first one's so good.
It's so grimy and dirty. It's like it just feels so real. It's so like it's so haunting. I don't know. I think it has to be A. Even though like and even like the newer ones, like the remake I thought was so good.
I
know that movie gets a lot of hell, but like that is a really great horror remake, in my opinion.
Yeah, I really liked the remake. I didn't even hate the Netflix movie as much as a lot of people did. It's okay.
There were good things about it.
When did the Netflix one come out?
2 years
2020.
ago?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Then maybe I do know which one you're talking about. Okay.
That bus scene was
The bus scene was
awesome.
the best part. Yeah, that you probably know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel like A is reasonable. I'd at least B for sure. At least.
I think A is reasonable too.
It is so damn. Yeah, it's very iconic.
Just the first one being what it is. It'd be hard for me to put that lower than A.
Is this the only one that's based off a true story?
I think it's only lightly based off a true like.
I know.
Multiple
Yeah,
Right.
Exactly. Like I know it's got like, but none of the other ones have origins of real things, right?
Terrifier. No, I'm just kidding.
Please no.
It chapter 1. No. At least on this list, and for the most part.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Like as much as
The Strangers is a true story. It's supposed true story.
Oh yeah, The Strangers, The Conjuring, technically.
Yeah.
Guys, I have like 4% left.
All right,
Where's
so-
your charger, Sean?
It doesn't reach where I'm at.
Let's do Texas Chainsaw at A, and then we'll stop the tier list. Okay.
Okay.
Did it go anywhere?
Can you move to where your charger is?
No.
Oh yeah, so yeah, Anthony said that why the Amityville Horror up here? Anthony said that The Exorcist is likely based on a true story as well.
Oh yeah.
So this is our tier list.
John hasn't seen Terrifier still.
John needs to.
I know, Terrifier is so good. So there's our tier list.
So the top is Scream, followed
Scream.
by what else?
Then A, we have Nightmare on Elm Street, Halloween, The Evil Dead, Terrifier, and the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Nice.
B, we have It, Saw. Oh, I don't know why The Strangers is up there, but The Strangers is up in B for some reason.
No.
Which honestly
Especially
might.
not after that new one. Oh God.
I actually like the new one.
Oh, the new one was terrible.
And then C, we have Insidious and Friday the 13th. And then we have D, we have Scary Movie, and F, we have Human Centipede.
Yep, that's appropriate.
Yeah. So I will stop sharing my screen, and then
Halloween party, 4th annual.
yeah.
Is it over?
The party has to end at some point, my friend.
Yeah. John said in the chat real quickly if people want to vote for your favorite costume out of us. John, Shawn, me, and Jace, the Joker. I am Marcelo Hernandez from the Doom Popcorn Bucket SNL skit. Shawn is a hippie, and John was Ken.
Did we lose Sean?
Have to go with Jace as the Joker. We have Jace. Yep, we have Jace. Yeah, we probably lost Shawn for now. Let me. I know. I said, "Oh no, oh no."
I'd love to thank you for the votes, everybody. And Shawn, in case you're out there, you can connect to your charger. I just want to make sure you know. Don't stop believing. Connect to that charger right now and reconnect to the stream before we end.
Yeah, so it looks like Jace, John, Jace will be added to the Hall of Fame. That is surprising. No, it's not surprising. Good job, Jace.
So I just sometimes I do that because
Wait, Jace,
I'm a good dancer. In case you haven't noticed.
Before we go, Jace, I have a joke for you. A psychopath walks into a bar.
I usually like my own jokes. I don't like when people tell them to me.
And he sees this clown, this sad clown that he used to look up to at the bar. And he's like, "I'll buy you a drink." And he's like, "Thank you." And then he's like, "What do you?" And then he's like, "What do you want? What do you want?" And he's like, I'll have whatever I deserve." Wait, is that the
I'll have what I deserve.
You get what you wait. I forgot what it was.
I don't remember. It was such a shitty joke.
And I can't stab you anyway. Well, not in that way. No. Yeah.
You
All right,
get what you fucking deserve. and then he had to go and just. Was it just me? Did you find it weird how he was like, and I know I get it, it's just the whole character, but how he's like just standing in the background, like watching, and then just like, but like kind of shaking a little bit.
Yeah, he lightly reminded me of Gotham's Joker, Cameron.
Monahan.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's true. Yeah, exactly. I felt that would have been a like easier to connect it to that one than when people were like, "Oh, that's the origin of Heath Ledger's Joker."
Yeah.
Guess what, everybody? Guess what? I hate to burst your reality, but ready for this? Ready? No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. That wasn't Heath Ledger's Joker. Christian Bale's Batman doesn't exist in this universe. That little kid that I put my fingers in his mouth, okay, which is not weird, by the way. That was not Christian Bale's Batman. Holy shit, that's right.
Yeah.
We should have this Joker meet the other Joker.
Yeah, definitely. And then John says, "Send me a pic, bro."
I mean, like one I can show on YouTube, or what kind of pic we have? PayPal me $2.99, and then check your text messages.
No, but Jace, take a picture after. Did you take a picture of you already? Of yourself?
I had someone take a picture of me because I was like, I'm too cool to take my own picture as I take my own picture.
Did Nassim take it?
Don't ask questions you don't want the answer to.
Yeah, definitely reminded me of Gotham Joker. Yeah.
Oh, got one while we were live. Oh my God. Can Batman get on the show? You know what, man? You know what? I was disappointed because I have a Batman mask somewhere, and I don't know where in the absolute fudge it is. And I wanted to wear it for a second. I was gonna be like, look at everybody. I'm the Batman who laughs, because that's like a thing from the comics. And I was gonna be like, look at me, all comic accurate. Ha ha ha. Nope, couldn't find it because I'm irresponsible.
Jace, did we have anything else on the docket?
Yeah.
Like
We're going to sit here and listen to my comedy because I deserve an audience for it. And so, knock, knock, Dan.
who's there?
Bitch.
Bitch you.
Well, you trying to start something?
I don't actually have any jokes prepared, Dan.
No, it's cool.
I just have morbid thoughts that I sometimes try to present as jokes to the audience.
Nobody thinks they're funny, Dan. It's not fair. It's not fair. Do you think I'm funny?
Yeah, definitely.
For real?
Yeah.
You're not just saying that to make me feel better?
No.
Awesome. That's great. That's great. Hey, thanks to everybody, by the way, for putting up with this shit for the whole night. And
Yeah.
any other time I do this.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
It was a fun. Yeah. So.
Oh yeah. No, you go ahead. Do you have a good time, Dan?
Yes, I did. Any Halloween plans, Jace? Like not even just on Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good thing you brought that up specifically, because like the day of, I don't know, right now, as soon as this is over, I'm probably about to strip down to my underwear and run down the street laughing until I run out of breath.
Okay. Can we live stream it?
Be tough to do it holding my laptop, and the lighting would be horrible, but probably. But yeah, I figured I'd just run until I ran out of breath. Maybe fell, keeled over. Possibly on the sidewalk, maybe somebody's lawn. Wake up next morning, still makeup on. See if they can help me get back to my house. But I didn't really have any plans from there on forward.
Oh, okay.
What about you?
No, not really.
Huh? Do you want to run down the street in your underwear?
Wait, Jace, that all cut off. So I heard, do you wanna?
Ah, son of a bit. Do you want to run down the street in your underwear?
No, I'm good.
Ah. Paint your
look.
face first, and then you'll change your mind.
Anthony thought I was dressed as him.
Hey, Dan, do your best, Anthony.
Oh, I'm walking here. No, I can't.
Yes.
Thank you, Lisa. We're about to wrap this up. We have an outro. We actually have an outro that Shawn was graciously made.
Mm-hmm.
Good night. Good night, Lisa. Yep. Good night, Lisa.
Absolutely.
Back.
Yeah, no, I will say, as far as into normal regular mode, I guess temporarily here. Yeah, everybody, I know that some exits were made, right? As far as, so Jon already kind of stole the thunder of saying all the good stuff that an exit normally contains, where he thanks everybody and about how good of a time it is. But I want to go ahead and echo the same sentiments. Thank you so much for joining us on our 4th annual Halloween party. I love doing this stuff, if you can't tell, and I love being with my boys, and hopefully just you are having as good of a time as we are on here. Obviously, if you ain't already like the video, come on now. Come on. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, come on now. Come on. And yeah, looking forward to just the next stream, the next one of these, the next everything with you guys, right? I'm definitely looking forward to it. This was a blast. And there's not many times where I'm like legitimately sad a stream's over, but I am about to go cry in a corner after this.
Oh, Jace, don't cry.
Well, it'll be that laugh cry, so you can't really tell if I'm crying, but I am, but it sounds like laughing, so you don't feel as bad, but then it's also like making me choke. Jokes aside, Joaquin Phoenix's Joker laugh, like, that's especially in the first one, it just seems like it hurts. You feel so bad for him, when it gets to that point where it's like messing with his throat and stuff, which I was just trying to do there. But anyway, yeah, sorry, that's jumping backwards. All right, everybody. All right, I know I'm gonna try not to, Shawn, but no promises. But just know this: if there are tears, they're tears of joy.
Yeah.
Because of all the amazingness we experienced here together, and oh shit, I was trying to think of a song that would fit for this. Oh my god. Dan, what's a song that's like a good goodbye?
I'm no good at goodbyes.
I'm no good at goodbyes. I'm just good at laughing as the Joker.
All right. Thank you, everyone that stopped by. We had a lot of fun. All right. Let's see what this outro is that Shawn made. Thank you, Shawn. Thank you, everyone. Good night.
Good night.